13th January 2022. Thank God I didn't make the mistake of saying 2021. It's time for our literary segment. Sorry for starting off a little bit late. We'll basically be looking at some more novels. Some are yet to be released, some are already out there, but they are new body of work from African authors that I would encourage us to go see. Also, if you have any of your friends, family, colleagues, classmates, whoever that have literary work that they're about to get published, there's spot for them to come on the show to talk about their book as well. So you can hit me up via our WhatsApp line 00979100074. The first book we will be looking at, the synopsis is The House of Rust by Khadija Abdallah Bajaba. Khadija Abdallah Bajaba. I'm someone who really enjoys reading fictional works from African authors from other countries. Let's say for like Senegal. I love Senegalese authors a lot, from Senegal, Kenya, Ghana as well. House of Rust is an enchanting novel about a Idrami girl in Mombasa, Mombasa, Kenya. When a fisherman father goes missing, Aisha, the protagonist, takes to the sea on a magical boat made of a skeleton to rescue him. She's guided by a talking scholar's cat. You can see a lot of fictional play there. On this journey, Aisha meets three terrifying sea monsters. What you get from this particular work by Khadija Abdallah is, a kind of replay of some of the enchanting movies we enjoy watching as children, but this time around with other themes, being at the fore. After Khadija survives a final confrontation with Baba Wapapa, the father of all sharks. She rescues her own father and hopes that life will return to normal, but at home, things only grew stranger. This is the author's debut novel at magical realism. It's a genre in literature, magical realism. Someone that really does magical realism for me in a very, very apt and very distinctive way is Aweke Mezi. She's fantastic when it comes to magical realism. It's also a coming of age story told through the lens of Swahili and diasporic Idramic culture in Mombasa. So we see a lot of allusions to Swahili culture and Adrami culture as well in Kenya. It is highly descriptive and written with an imaginative and an sharp eye for unusual detail. It's a memorable novel by a thrilling new voice. I can tell you, just from the synopsis, you would have an amazing read with this particular novel. If you're someone who enjoys magical realism, you just want to escape your current reality for a while. Also, the next one is Patient is a Subtlety by Ibishola Ayodeji. Tells the story of Patience Adewale, the eldest daughter of Chief Kolade Adewale, who has been waiting for confirmation that she is loved, that there's a place where she truly belongs. There is also Patience, who lives a sheltered life within the secure walls of the family mansion in Ibadan, but finds no comfort in her distant father and stepmother Modukbe. So you can see the story about disparity in family life is already playing out in this particular work. Our only ally is a younger sister, yet even Margaret's love and support cannot overcome Patience, insecurity, and uncertainty. More than anything, Patience wants to know why her father and uncle banished her mom from their compound years ago, and whether her mother is even alive. So you see someone on a quest to find out why certain aspects of their life is missing, and that's that mother figure. It kind of reminded me of the interview I saw yesterday of actress Shola Fapsin, where she shared insights into why she was kind of angry at her mom and she resented her for a while, and shared that her mom was deported, and that her dad had to protect them by telling them that, oh, she left, or she something similar in this novel, except for the fact that um she knew that her mom was sent away, but she wanted to know why. Patience, however, is determined to discover the truth as she embarks on the desperate search to find her mother. And as she embarked on that search, different things begin to resurface. And she moves to Lagos for university and unexpectedly reconnects with her cousin Cash. Like I always say, it is almost impossible to not have one person from your village represented in Lagos as well. Cash and his friend Emeka are petty thieves with an opportunity to make a big score. To pull it off, they need help and enlist patience and Emeka's straight arrow brother Chike to also become partners in their scheme. So the thieves also plan to quit after this job, but unforeseen events led to unexpected consequences and demand a price from patients that may be too steep to pay. This particular novel is full of suspense and evokes the subtleties of Nigerian life, especially life in Lagos, in a very riveting, fresh, unexpected way that is quite different from every other work that I've read about Lagos, about life in Lagos. Patience is a subtle thief as well. And most importantly, this novel is a heart-wrenching story of a young woman's precarious journey to adulthood. So it's a kind of Bildungsroman that shows from a place of ignorance to knowledge, a place of innocence to a place of yes, to a place of adulthood as well, from childhood to adulthood as well. The author of this novel as well is an Emmy nominated Nigerian journalist. I tell you, although the cover art for the novel isn't yet out, but once it's out, I'll be sure to let you guys know as well. It's a fantastic novel. I would encourage us to read about it. You'd almost not, it is almost like likely impossible to not find someone whom you know replicated in some of these characters. I tell you, I can tell from just reading the synopsis and looking at Patience's character, I can already picture her playing the role of someone or somebody that may have known in the past. Maybe not like directly, but through stories as well. The next one is A Down Home Meal for These Difficult Times by Meron Adero. This particular novel is set across the US and in diaspora as well. Most of the work from this particular author features characters who are immigrants, refugees, and those facing dislocation as well. All struggling to begin again, all fighting to belong, all fighting for that sense of belonging, trying to integrate themselves into the new society, but not without its fair share of ups and downs. Also moving through the boundaries of diverse geographies and style. But in this particular novel, we see a very, very captivating narrative that follows the different characters through their journey towards home, which they dream of, create, and redefine. Some lose, some find, and some made their own as well. Also, the story is kind of beyond migration because they examine other thematic preoccupations, such as the theme of race, gender, class, friendship, betrayal as well, and the despair that comes with loss, as well as the resilience of hope. Being an immigrant, I've heard stories even from friends of mine who had to relocate and all. They tell you there are stories of resilience, of hope, adaptation, and how life isn't all that rosy and all butter sweet and not like we all think it is. That's why I would always encourage people, if you have friends, family, loved ones that are abroad, always show them love, appreciate them. Even if it's just £1 they send to you, appreciate them. A lot goes into earning a living abroad. The next one is Onion and Spice by Bolu Babalola. Very lovely. Onion and Spice is a novel written by Nigerian author Bolu Babalola as well. It's a fantastic novel, but I said I would take my time to read this particular novel, and on a very good day, like on a particular Thursday, I will dive into the novel and break it down thoroughly. So let's move to the next one. The next one is Such a Beautiful Thing to Behold by Umar Turaki. It tells the story uh, of a mysterious plague known as Grey Grapes in the small village of Pilam, which the world has quarantined without pity. There's this inexplicable sickness in the small town that is kind of cut off from the rest of the world. An unexpected community of survivors forges a family out of despair, struggling as well against things known and unknown for survival and hope as well. So you see, a recurring theme in most of these novels is the theme of survival, migration, the family unit as well. Laying waste to Pilam's residents, the grey saps and the victims of strength drain the color from their eyes and kills promise until their last breath. Only the young in the community are immune, but beyond the barricades and walls of soldiers lies the manifestations of a nation's terror. Also, there are rumors of a cure as well. But the eldest son of a family reeling from the grave, Donka, takes on the daunting task of leaving Pilam to find a cure for his siblings and save them before it's too late. However, his own siblings had their own plans. But you find something interesting in this particular novel is the author did a fantastic job at navigating the chaos of violence, hunger, death, as the members of this community tries to make sense of the bleak circumstances and forging new bonds with other juvenile survivors as well. It's a story of survival, love, and the tenacity of the human race. The tenacity, that's one of the things that sets us apart as a people. Also, the next novel is In Every Mirror She is Black by Lola Akimade Akerston. It's a timely and arresting debut, for any reader who is looking for insight into what it means to be a black woman in the world. We live in turbulent times, and we live in times where a lot of people tend to shy away from the talks about race, about classism, colorism, issues like that. Even black people, there are black people who shy away from having such conversations as well. It tells the story of Muna, who is a refugee, Muna Sahid, who lost her entire family, finds a job cleaning toilets at Johnny's office as she works to establish her residency in Sweden, and more importantly, seeks connection and a place she can call home. So we also see story of migration, story of tenacity as well. This particular novel, the narrative technique is told through the perspective of three women, and In Every Mirror she's black is a fast-paced, richly nuanced yet accessible contemporary novel that touches on important societal issues such as race, such as classism, fetishization. When people fetishize over certain things, you fetishize over, let's say, dating white men. You fetishize over having fair-skinned children. You fetishize over, having Asian people as your friend. Some people have some of these fetishes, and it kind of exemplifies himself in this particular novel. You also find tokenism at the highest form, and what it means to be a black woman navigating a white dominated society. So I tell you, there's a lot to unpack from this particular novel, very riveting as well. So I would encourage you, so once it hits bookstores, to go check it out as well. So that wraps up the literary segment for today. Next week, I said I am going to kind of do something different. Apart from reading the novel, I would try to share more children's storybooks as well. I've done a particular episode on that, but I'll try to share more. So the segment doesn't seem more geared towards a particular group of people, because we need to encourage our young ones to read as well. So I'll share more children's storybook as well. I read children's stories, no doubt. I do it. I read the one by Stephanie Coker, Ari and the Talking Drum. Yes, I think I did, and I had a nice time going through it. It was really, really a fantastic read. So I'll share more work of literature from authors for small children or for kids in general. More to come for you. It's still your number one business radio.
Babe,